Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? hmm What the heck? How do I link this? Oh, hello?
안녕하세요.
Can you hear me now?
안녕하세요. Oh my
Oh,
god, hello.
hello.
안녕하세요.
잘 있어.
와,
잘 있었어?
잘 있었었지. 지금 어디요?
지금 집에 있어.
아니, 집에 안 오고
Uh,
그냥 어디 있는
Limbrook, Long Island, Long Island.
와,
By the way, we're
신기하다.
live right now. But no one's here. No one's
아니,
here.
근데 라이브는 뭐예요? 그냥 스트리밍 했어? 아니면 틱톡 했어? 아니면 뭐지?
이거 유튜브야.
아, 진짜? 와,
근데, 아니, 근데 유튜브 다른 사람들이 이거
응,
인바이트 하는 거,
응,
wait, I don't know why I'm
응.
speaking Korean. Um,
왜?
YouTube YouTube Live by itself doesn't allow guests to come on the same screen.
Yeah.
So I'm using this third party thing, StreamYard, which seems to be used pretty frequently, so that
And
people
then
don't have to
you're
worry about making their own account and stuff.
like live streaming on YouTube? Is that what it is?
Yeah. So I have to figure out how to I can even get that
와,
link.
오, 신기하다. 이거 진짜 신기하다. 재밌었어.
Hold on.
어,
Wait, how do I access the link on the share link on this?
뭐예요? 잠깐만. Bro,
Settings.
I was about to start sleeping because it's like 11:41 p.m. Well, not really sleeping. I was about to like Zoom school. And so like I look like absolutely like shit right now.
You look fine. Wait, what time is it?
아유,
11?
11:40 p.m.
Oh, right, it's 6 hours. You're in Milan?
네. 아니요, 난 지금 롬이야. But I
Oh,
just
you're in
got back
Rome.
from Milan. I just got back from Milan like 3 days ago. 너무 재밌었어. 근데 저도 너무 힘들어. A lot of my friends got sick after the Milan trip. And I'm
Make
like, fuck, I can't get sick because we have midterms next week. I was
makes sense. Wait, you have oh,
like, oh, we have
right,
midterms
you
for
have
studio
midterms.
next week, yeah. And then like I didn't want to get sick, so I started like drinking a lot of vitamin D's. And I was gonna drink vitamin C's as well. But I also like rested a lot after like the trip. And like we got back literally from Milan to Rome at like 8 or 9 p.m. So it was like really late.
Mm.
어. 근데 저도 너무 재밌었어. 밀란에서. 나 너무 행복했어. I want to stay in Milan. I don't want to be here in Rome because there's just so much to see. 아니
Okay.
밀란이랑 조금 시티 느낌? 그냥 버스 느낌이야. There's like
Mm.
so many things going on. 근데 롬이랑 그냥 너무 많이 그 랜드마크랑 그리고 토리스 너무 많아. Like also weirdly enough, there's a lot of Korean tourists at
Oh,
Rome.
I know. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised by that.
왜?
There's a lot of Koreans that are like fond of Italian culture and food.
진짜?
Uh, so
아니 근데 the food is not that great.
why do you say that?
Hot take, hot take.
Oh, well,
Honestly,
for like a New Yorker standard or
응.
oh
근데
yeah, that
나는 그냥 I mean, because I'm Asian, 나는 좋아하는 그냥 Asian food. And so, and like the thing is, like Asian food is not that heavy, I think. At least like, I mean, oil-wise it is heavy, but not too heavy as much as like cream. And like the thing is, Italian use a lot of their creams, but they also under season their food. And so it's just thick loads of cream and like no flavor. And or thick loads of cream plus like a lot of cheese,
okay.
and so it doubles. And then they get either very under seasoned or overly seasoned. Like when I say overly seasoned, I mean like too salty. And I'm like, "Ugh." But also I kind of appreciate though, like in terms of desserts, it's not too sweet unless you take like specific things. Oh my God. Also, talking about sweets, the hot
Yeah.
chocolate here is insane because it's so damn thick. Like it's so damn fucking viscous that whenever I eat those, I take like literally like one spoon of like a fucking cup of like hot chocolate. Oh my God. It's
Wait,
so bad. It's a lot. It's like very heavy, but I'm also like the type of person that don't like eating like heavy food. So
it's also like
yeah.
extremely sweet, I'm guessing too, right?
Not too much, honestly. Surprisingly, not too much. Unless like you put like gelato and stuff. The gelato here is so good.
Mm.
But you can easily get scammed by it though. Cause like I guess the normal price would be around like €3. But sometimes like if you're stupid and if you don't like actually pay attention, they can charge you up to like €15 for like one scoop of gelato. Which is insane.
Mm.
Yeah. But anyways, how are you?
Uh, I'm maybe wait, also, give me like 3 minutes or not even like 30 seconds because my dad's calling me. I don't know why. But also, it's been rough, but we can talk about it. Also, I'm sending the link online, so there might be people coming.
아니요, 안 돼요. Okay, I'll just turn off my camera when that does happen.
Okay, okay, hold on. After I take this
네,
out really quickly, you can hear me
네.
speak in broken Korean.
아니요, 괜찮아요.
Oh, uh, 어, 지금 괜찮아. 뭐 할랄? 할랄? 그래. 어, okay.
아니, wait, why did you
Hello?
decide to do podcast all of a sudden though?
Oh, hello? I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Am I muted? Wait, no, I should be good.
아니요, 아니요. Can you hear
You're
me?
muted again.
아닌데?
Is it me or you? Hold on.
아니, 난 아닌데.
Let me see.
It's definitely not me.
Yeah, it was me. My bad.
아, 그래, 그래.
Headset.
알겠어, you. 아, headset? Oh, wait, okay. I'm wondering why all of a sudden you want to do podcasts. 그냥
So,
궁금했어.
uh, I didn't want to be honest. But
어,
okay, so I'm obviously not in Cornell anymore, right?
음,
And I have all this free time in my hands.
그치.
And of course, there was like this period of time where I'm just like miserable, but I'm like looking for jobs. And then I posted this one thing on
아유,
Instagram where
그치.
I got an interview. And
봤어.
I guess most people don't know that I have this mic set up.
어,
And I was making a joke post saying I'm not actually interviewing, I'm doing a podcast.
어,
And then some people took that seriously. Some people thought I should do a podcast.
맞지, 맞지.
So I'm like, wait,
아,
this is clearly a joke, but
people
if
are taking it
people are
seriously.
that invested into this, then I might consider it. So I did a poll, and then a lot of people wanted it apparently.
그쵸.
And
응,
because I have the luxury of time right now,
응.
I thought, hey, might as well. And now we are
그래.
here. But also,
왜,
I
아니,
think
응.
wait. You go.
네네, you go, you go.
I think I think it's a like I was kind of laughing at it at first, but I thought it
음,
based on just the level of excitement people were giving me, as well as
그쵸.
like the topics that we were just considering.
음,
Um, it made me like reflect on how I met each person
음,
and like what were the commonalities and what are the things that we can talk about in a way that would be
음,
interesting for other people. So it
네.
was I don't know. I like it accidentally built it up a lot of momentum. And I'm just like, oh, this might actually be pretty fun, especially because I'm not
Yeah,
doing anything else.
I will. Wait, I was wondering, why did you invest in such a good mic? Because I
Like,
think I saw it and I was like, why do you have wait, didn't you use that for like singing and like or
yeah,
piano? Or,
yeah. That's the main
uh,
reason. Also,
그쵸.
I got this mic when I was in. I got this mic during COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
Mm,
got this mic in COVID, and it
mm,
was kind of because we needed something to do to fill the time at
그치,
home. Like, I
그치.
got a keyboard. I got this all this like music editing equipment, a
음,
microphone to try singing, but then I found that my voice was horrible. Um, yeah, but I used it for like my lab meetings and stuff.
음,
And then
진짜?
they were always intrigued as well, like, "Are you a podcaster or something? Like, what's going on here?" And so that was by no means the first time I've gotten that like remark,
Right.
and it kind of just developed.
와, 신기하다.
So it's interesting. Um,
음. But also, I'm sorry to hear that you've been going through a rough patch recently. Well, after like the Cornell
I mean,
and then
yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? What can you
아이고,
do? It's
그쵸, 진짜.
but also it's like I'm not the only. I also know I'm not the only one going through like this rough
아니요,
time.
아니요.
It's
많이
obviously
사람,
yeah, it's obviously just like the job economy is utter shit right now.
right.
Um, the administration is doing a bunch of stupid, very questionable things, and my particular area was like research and development in the biotech
Mm,
space.
right.
That was hit especially hard
Yeah.
with like a lot of the defunding of health programs, healthcare, Robert F.
Mm,
Kennedy Jr. being an idiot, and also like the defunding of all these federal programs and jobs by Doge. So I just it's weird. I just happened to be thrown in this environment out of
mm,
chance where
mm,
my postdoc ended early and
mm,
I got all the like tons of competition that of like mid-level engineers and stuff that already
mm,
knew everything about industry and like how to operate efficiently in it. So it's been like unreasonably difficult to
mm,
compete with that, especially for like and it's not just me, it's just anyone of coming out of graduation now and trying to find jobs and trying to navigate that, even
mm.
like just get past phone screening.
그쵸. 너무 힘들죠.
That's
음,
yeah, that's been a little bit difficult. Also, I see people
음.
coming in, but I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know how to access the list of viewers
나 안 봤어. So I
because
don't.
I'm using this third party app. Also, I'm not accustomed to live.
나도. 아니, I've never been on like live before, honestly. This is probably my first time. It's just so
But
weird to me.
wait, we can invite up to 6 people too. Um,
아니, 그냥 live이랑 그냥 just like talking.
we can invite I can invite up to 6 people concurrently so that like
Wow.
like for example if I do this. Oh wait, you
음.
can't can you see this?
어,
Oh
봤어.
yeah. I can switch to different menus so that we swap between different people
어,
so that it can make for more I guess as more as much of an engaging environment through visuals as best as we can. But
오.
this
This
is
is so
pretty
funny. This is actually so funny because I feel
okay.
like I
I'm
used to
having
see
fun.
this for
I'm
like
having
playing
fun.
games. 그치? 이거 너무 재밌었어. We I've also low-key like I've also like wanted to always try to do podcasts because I think it's just so fun. Just like talking about like random stuff or just like
Do you
talking.
want to do one with me? We can't. Oh, we could do Rome. I've been to Rome.
아니 근데 뭐가 얘기인 거야. 그냥 롬이야.
Whatever. Or like
롬
architecture school.
architecture school now, that's like a deep hole. It's a
Yeah, it could be.
deep rabbit hole.
it- Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have all the time in the world, or
We
maybe
could
not all
we
the
could
time.
we could talk about like architecture and or jobs
I'm telling
because
you, like
because I've
the
been
topics
struggling
that I'm
with jobs
considering right
recently.
now, the topics I'm considering right now with like
Mm,
guests,
yeah.
there's a whole range of things that go from like um something as boring as comparisons of like undergraduate versus graduate life in research labs
Wait, that would be so interesting.
or like elitism that accompanies it in Cornell. So that's one
Yeah.
topic idea.
Mm,
I mean,
that's not
you were involved
boring.
in Taekwondo too, so there's like everyone mostly sees the competitive side of things for like athletes preparing for sparring or pumps or whatever, but they don't really see the
Right.
ECTC life. So like, if that's something that they want to do after, just to like give back to the community,
Right.
and are like sort of confused or like troubled about what that might entail or like what's the
Mm,
community like or how do we have fun, how do we organize these things, like that's another thing
it's
that I'm trying to think about doing.
mm.
So like it could
What do
be
you think?
something like that with guests.
Yeah. Mm.
So it can
I'm
be
honestly, right? You could literally just talk about anything. Like no matter how boring, no matter how interesting, or no matter how like stupid it is, you can just talk about anything. Because I
exactly.
know that I have this one friend, she listens to podcasts every time she works on like studio work. And
uh,
literally they just talk about anything. Like literally anything. They don't talk about like simply just like the news or like politics or like the trends or like, anything specific. They just talk about anything. So you could just make a podcast about like anything. Just like talk.
yeah, that's the intention. I mean, I probably have to figure out where things are inefficient or where people don't really care about like
아니야.
the monotonous
그냥
things, but
해. 아니야,
그냥
그냥
해.
해.
그냥 하자.
그냥 해.
그냥 해.
그냥 하자. 그냥 해. 괜찮을 것 같아. 그냥 just have fun. 그냥 just do it. Just have fun and just talk whatever you want to talk about. I mean, it's your podcast. You
Yeah,
have the liberty to do so.
but I'm trying to how do I see bring the chairs? How do I see the list of people? I see 2 people, but I don't know who they are. Show comments on stage.
I'm gonna start turning off my video.
Are you gonna be a podcaster too now? Have I started
안녕.
a movement?
안녕. But do invite me. I don't mind talking. That
Okay.
sounds fun, but I don't think I'll commit myself into making a podcast. I don't think I have the time to do so. Like, I think the biggest issue for me right now is because I'm like in my senior year, right? But like I'm not graduating yet, and so I'm graduating the next year, and like
Yeah.
I have to like start thinking about jobs and everything, and like this is kind of like I'm just gonna make it short because I might want to like go to sleep because it's kind of late. Um, but it's like I don't know where I want to be in terms of like career wise, because also it's like I'm not a US citizen, like I'm international, right? And so like finding a job being an international student is so difficult. I think one of the biggest reasons why I didn't get an internship last summer was because of the fact that like I was an international student. Like this
Mm,
summer, I was able to get one because I was like, hey, I don't need a sponsorship because technically I don't. And so I finally got one, and so I was like, I see now. But also, like, I am not a fan of the current conditions of like the working or the job market in like the states in general,
mhm, mhm.
especially like in architecture. Like, honestly, like I shouldn't be complaining because of how like less concentrated of a market architecture is in comparison to like other majors like CS, engineering, R&D, and those kind of stuff. Because like I mean, I would see a lot of friends, and including like my own brother, who's having like who had a difficult time in the job market like years ago, and like I can't imagine how shittier it is right now. And so it's like I honestly shouldn't be complaining, but I don't know. It's also just like the dilemma of just like I also have come to realize that I am really homesick because last like this recent winter break I went back. I didn't necessarily went back home, but I went back home to Asia and I saw my brother and my parents. And then after like spending like less than a month with them, and then I was gonna go here to Rome right for study abroad. Like Loki, it really hit me so hard to the point where I actually did not want to come. Like for like a whole week or two, I was just like in my bed, just like constantly, just like crying and just like not like I didn't want to be here at all.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, okay. I'm like, I mean, like, I have fun. And like, you could say, like, the only reason why I'm okay is because I'm kind of distracted by it. Like, I'm distracted by like work, sightseeing, and I'm like, but I'm also like, I'm having a lot of fun time with like my friends here. And it's been really fun so far. But like, I can't shake the feeling of feeling like homesick and like seeing like how like fast or like drastic my parents also like kind of like changed over like even just like within a year of me just not seeing them. Loki hit me really hard. So I think to an extent I also want to go home, but also it's like then there's like this sort of like debate within myself where it's like then why the hell did I go to Cornell, work my ass off, just go through like hell and like back and just like trying to get like sort of like a life and a better career for myself, especially like in the US. But now it's like, do I even want to stay in the US? Also, I just feel like the whole visa thing is just made so much harder because everything now is just like lottery. Like even if like you like let's say like you do H-1B visa, which is like the working visa for international like students and or individuals. Like that itself is like you need to get sponsorship from your company, which not a lot of companies want to do, and which is also costing a lot of money. But there's also the sense of a lottery
Mhm.
because that's like the new regulation that was enacted, right? Where it's like H1B, like you need a sponsorship and it's going to be a lottery, so there's no guarantee that you're going to get it. And like I've seen my brother going through that sort of like hurdle, and it's looking such a pain in the ass. And also, it's like a matter of like honestly, like sheer luck, because like genuinely, like who knows if your company really wanted to sponsor you or not. And let's say your company does not want to sponsor you, then you have no chance of getting a H-1B visa.
Yeah, I don't I no, I mean, like
Sorry, I'm like dumping a lot of my worries right now onto you right now.
no, no, I mean, this is kind of what this platform is for. Um,
Right.
and I've also heard all of the nightmare stories of
The nightmare
like
stories.
people already investing all this time into the States
Mm,
and
right.
imagining a future where they want to pursue their career path here.
So,
But it's like I think for both of us, all of that has essentially just been like ruined, all that tens of years of progress by this like stupid administration. And I don't mean to get too political, but
mm,
I it's like I'm also having thoughts of, is it even worth it to pursue work here if it's that unstable and my life
exactly.
prospects are decided by these people that just have the money and the power to do whatever they want.
Mm,
So
good job.
I mean, I feel you, even though I can't imagine how much more exacerbated the problems are for you and on like being a international student. But
Mm,
going back to like your level of homesickness,
mm,
is that something that uh, is that something that makes you want to move? Go back to like outside of the states to work, or is it does it make you does it foster more of a feeling to get all of your loved ones, your family back into the states so that you can comfortably do or comfortably assuming things get better do
mm,
the work that you wanted to do in the States with
mm,
the love that your family shows or your relatives
mhm.
or whoever is in that circle of
Right,
comfort.
right. I mean, I feel like there's levels to it for me. So, like, let's say, like, I mean, the home is also like I could literally say like wherever my family is, like that's home for me.
Mhm.
But like after like Loki like not going back to Asia at all for like maybe like 1 or 2 years, like I Loki really, really miss like the culture and like being in an environment that I'm really, you know, sort of comfortable and recognized in a way. And it's not to me to say that like I don't like Western culture or anything like that. But like I definitely do miss like, Asian culture, like seeing like the things that I'm usually used to see. And it's just like the memories of me like growing up and like the fond memories of those. That's kind of like also conflicted me in a way. I mean, but also like low key, I've also been feeling this sort of dilemma where it's like I feel like I'm not as like how like in Asian cultures like it's more like traditional and conservative in a way. Like, I wouldn't call myself having sort of those conservative values. In fact, like, I don't, I disagree with them. I don't disdain or despise them. I just disagree with them. But
You feel
also,
like
like,
it's a little bit stagnant and we're
mm,
at a time where it needs to change.
right.
Yes,
And it's
I
like,
understand completely.
and it's like, I mean, I had these conversations with my mom and my brother. My brother being the person who's more similar to me, who it's like more used to like more modern Western culture. But like doesn't mean I also fully agree with Western culture per se. I mean, I think I'm like in the between. And I have conversations with my mom where it's like, like let's say like I did this and then this sort of conservative like culture, like would that be counted as disrespectful? And it's simply just like saying your thoughts towards an elder person and it's like not in a disrespectful way but in a sense of like oh like but I like but I think this is my opinion and then she answered that yes that's considered as disrespectful because you're in a way acting up against a person who's older than you and that to me really like shook me and I was like wait I don't really connect with the conservative culture as much as I used to because I think I was very used to just like growing up in a very I mean I grew up in a traditional household, not with tiger parents, like not with Asian tiger parents, luckily, fortunately, but still grew up with like traditional like roots where it's like we like sort of um we follow Confucianism, and so there's a lot of like that hierarchy being rooted in like our teachings and like daily like activities in life. And then like moving to the US, it's like the complete opposite, or at least that's how I feel. And so it's like now I feel like in between, and it kind of feels like almost as if like I don't belong in any of those places. Cause it's like, but I guess that's like, that's then when the word compromise comes in, right? Because that's like, okay, well, you have to weigh your options, you have to come to compromise. Which one will you feel comfortable staying at, or which one like you prefer staying at? But also like that idea of compensation is also such an ambiguous and like there's no guarantee whether I would be here nor would I be in Asia. Like I feel like I think it really depends at this point.
Mhm.
and let's say like because I had these conversations as well with my parents. Like this was just like all like very much recent conversations I had with my parents, where I opened up about being like confused where I wanted to be, and and I really love and just like appreciate and respect my parents for saying this because they basically said like honestly whichever takes you wherever and whichever is best for you. If you have to move to the US and just like work there and you have better prospects of career there, then we can just move there with you. Like you don't have to be worried about the attachments of going home because like there were responsibilities that they expected me to have, aka continuing the family business and whatnot. But then they were also saying that you do what you want to, you should do what you want to do, and you should be happy doing so. And whichever choice you make, we can always just support you in that. And so
Mhm.
I think that that was also like, I just really appreciate my parents for doing that because I know that's a lot. Like, that's like something that kind of go against traditional values and sort of like the traditional system that most East Asian families has or parents have. And the fact that they're willing to do that really like makes me very sad and happy and sad and happy. I don't know how to describe that feeling. It's just like, damn, like what the fuck? But also like if like like if I can't get any better prospects in the US, then I can just always go home. Like there's always a place for me to come back home to.
Going back on
Sorry,
the
I went on a whole
well,
rant.
also, do you have a lot I mean, I kinda just, like, dragged you in here to help me with testing, but now we're, like, in this full-on conversation. Um, no, I think it's good because the conversation is happening naturally,
I
and
mean, yeah, and also I haven't talked to you in like how long? When was the last time I saw you? Like some like no, like before summer even.
yeah, it definitely had to be before summer. I mean,
Yeah.
I saw Sid once in when I visited in the fall, but I think you were
No, I
busy.
was in New York City. I was in
Yes,
New York
you were
City.
busy in New York City, so we missed that unfortunately, but yeah, it's been over
Unfortunately.
a year, I
Wait,
would say.
wait, but wait, then the whole time you were in Long Island, you never cared to like visit me in New York City, even though it's kind of close.
Well, 1, I didn't know you were in New York City, and 2,
Wait, what do you mean?
I what? I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be defensive here, but oh my god, it's Jason. Jason! Oh, my
Dude,
Jason, I miss you so
dude,
sorry. Jason
dude,
DeMartino. Oh, I know you can't hear me,
not
but
real,
I mean, I
not
can't hear
real.
him, but, um, Jason, we gotta catch up later. Um, I love that guy. Anyway, yeah, not trying to be defensive, but,
Mm,
like I said, I was in a dark time. I
that's okay. No, I understand.
yeah, if I knew you were here, I would probably also, I have a difficult time, just me
Mm-hmm.
personally,
Mm-hmm.
reaching out to people to hang out.
Me too.
So, yeah, so then you can't give me you can't accuse me if you're like I don't know, it's
Wait, but I reached out to you though just now, like recently,
oh yeah,
like
that yeah, that's fine, but like I think I had a see, it's a little different because I created this situation or scenario where
uh,
it made it
uh,
easy to make that contact. But if it's just like
right,
one, I didn't know you were in New York City. If I
uh,
knew you were, then I probably would have reached
uh,
out, but I just didn't.
uh-huh.
Also,
Yeah,
like I said,
괜찮아요.
I was just going through a lot of things. But
Wait, no, that's totally fine.
yeah, it's not that I never wanted to see you again or
Wait,
anything.
it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to get defensive. It's not. Because
But
like I'm also like a serial like I wouldn't say ghoster. I'm not a ghoster. I'm not a ghosting type of person. But I just go under the grid. Like sometimes you
Mhm.
just don't know where I went. I just go MIA.
That's especially true for me when I'm just very upset or like very down.
Mm, mm-mm,
And if it's not like this might come off as very rude, but every person
mm,
has like their few friends that they confide in most. Like it
mm-hmm,
was just those handful of people, like 4 or 5 people that
mm,
even then I would have trouble reaching out.
mm,
But and then after that, it was just like I'm kind of off the grid. I don't want to show myself. It was like
mm.
I felt ashamed
Why?
of um
Okay, that's a really tough question. So you don't have to answer that right
it's
now.
not really tough. It's not really tough. It's just I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to frame
Mm,
it or phrase it.
mm.
Like
I think.
I I'm just someone who likes to show the best person, like the best version
Mm,
of myself.
mm,
And quite frankly, I think I'm self-aware in the sense that if I know there's something in my mind that's constantly bothering me,
mm-hmm,
I don't want to have it be this constant mood damper when I'm engaging with other people.
mm-hmm,
So, as opposed to making that like kind of like making that elephant in the room present for everyone else that I hang out with, I'd rather just like tough it up, like stay inside and be like, "Oh, I'll just deal with these thoughts internally and, you know, soon
mm,
I hope they will pass by and then I'll get to see people again." But
mm.
because I'm pretty introverted, I think you're a pretty introverted person too, so I don't have to explain everything unless I'm
Oh,
entirely wrong. But
no, I no, I'm definitely more of an introvert than I'm an extrovert for
yeah,
sure.
so
So I
it's
understand
like
what you
that.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know I get what you mean. I was gonna say like on the part where you mentioned how you show like the best version of yourself. Of course, like clearly, like that's definitely just like like your own preference. I was just gonna say like sometimes I feel like I kind of not to me to say like I dislike other people doing it, but sometimes I just like having to keep this persona where it's like well not a persona, but it's like
Just
kind of like you showing like always that you're always like like you're in a good place, like you're like you're confident, like you're showing that like you know you're
to
just
be
like the
clear,
mm.
I don't mean try to be fake and like be this
Well no not
yeah.
fake, not fake, but like it's just like for me I just like I personally dislike the expectations of like because sometimes like this is like what I've been like not recently but like over the years that I noticed where it's like I like it's kind of just like I kind of like how I dislike how people expect that like you're always like fine and like you're always having to show like positive or stuff and then like the moment you show some ounce of like negativity to an extent it's like they're always kind of like sometimes they would react in a way that's like oh like so you're not and like you're not a positive person, you're a negative person, I don't really want to hang out with you, but that's like a different part. But I definitely do understand that to an extent. Like I definitely relate to you to an extent though, because sometimes it feels like sometimes like people kind of have this sort of like impression where it's like you're as happy and then like once they see like a different side of you they're kind of like oh like I don't really know this person. But also I feel like I don't know like I think showing a different side like even if like you're feeling kind of down is also like a sense of like I mean, I guess it depends, right? Like if you're looking for like comfort or console, like I don't think it's like a bad thing to show it, or nor do I think like it's like something that it's like an embarrassing kind of thing. Because I mean, not everyone is always gonna be happy. Like you can't expect everyone to always be like positive every single day of the year. Like goddamn, like if you're going through something, you're going through something. Like it's I feel like it's such a normal thing. And like I really hate how people have these sort of expectations put onto other people and like they kind of weigh this impression on other people where sometimes like I don't know, I like it's from my experience, but sometimes I feel obligated to like kind of show. And so like if I feel the ounce of like let's say like depression or if I feel like the ounce of just like being super like out like or washed, it's like I should just like go into hiding or something and just not appear to other people or anything. But
Hmm.
I don't know if that
Or
makes sense.
it does. Do you have like remedies or meditations that you do? Like, let's say you're
Remedies?
just so maybe my wording isn't quite right, but
Wait, no, I get what you mean though. I get what you mean
like
though.
so I think for both of us there's um when we're in these times of hardship,
Mm, mhm,
we're trying to balance in our head
mhm,
like how much is too much misery,
mhm,
what can I do to make ourselves feel better? How do I do that in a way that's not burdening the people I care about around me?
mhm,
Um, but let's say you're at a point in your life or like a moment where you're just so depressed, so upset, and you need that level of social interaction, but you don't want to come off as a burden or like a damper. Is there like this is very long-winded, and
mm,
it's a sign of me
yeah. But
like
no, I
for example, for me,
yeah.
my pastime remedy to get myself out of a bad mood is
Mhm.
to play piano or listen to music or whatever. Like, what
Ah,
is that for you?
right. Eh, there are several ways I deal with it. Let's say the level of like depression is not that bad.
Oh,
I
we're
have to
going by
listen
levels
to
then. Okay.
we're going by levels. The
Okay.
first thing is I have to listen to music at the start of the day. I think there was a one time where I didn't listen to music at all for like the morning of, and I was so fucking cranky. Like I was so snappy, and I started like getting pissed off by the littlest of things, like by the measliest of things. So like like music is like a remedy for me in the morning. So I need that. If I don't have that, you're not gonna see a happy side of me at all for like the rest of the day, or like even the whole week. Like it's really bad. Um, but if it was like the highest level of depression, we're just gonna go up to that scale. Um, I experienced this last year for the summer when I wasn't able to get an internship, and I was like
Mhm.
so devastated. I think I kind of went into hiding as well, but not because I was embarrassed per se, but just because it felt like I kind of needed an alone time. Because I felt like at that time as well, the people around me were low key also stressing for their own like careers and like finding internships and everything. And so it's like for me, it's like I'm the type of person to really like think about it a lot. So I'm the type of person to weigh my own expectations on myself. So I stress myself out. And so like when other people says things and they kind of like, involuntarily add stress and of course like not with intentions clearly, like with any bad intentions, because they're just simply like, they're kind of like ranting in a way. And so sometimes for me it's like it kind of adds on to it unintentionally, like my own stress. And so it's like it drives me even more crazy. And so to like really like to before I get myself into like that really deep hole or just like be in a hole where it's like I'm so depressed every day, the remedy for me is to just go into hiding and just like do the things that bring me joy or the things that I like. And so for me at that time, I really loved cooking. And so that's why
Okay.
like you would see like so many posts of mine cooking random shit. Like I
Oh,
would cook like sukiyaki nabe,
okay.
beef enoki rolls. I would cook like sometimes I'll make mochi. I literally made mochi from scratch, and then
Okay.
I made like whipped cream matcha filling, and it was like a very traditional where you just grab the mochi and you just grab as much as filling you want and just put in the mochi and just eat it. And then and like I would make like other crazy things. I think at one point I made like hong shao roll, like noodle mian, like beef noodles, like the
You're
red
making
beef
me so
noodles.
hungry right now.
And like I literally like slow cooked that beef for like a good 6 hours. That was how committed I was into cooking. And that made me so much better. And like this was also the summer where I actually started going to the gym. You know I don't go to the gym. You don't
I
see
don't
me
know
at the
that.
gym.
I
I
don't
don't
know
go
that.
no, I don't I don't go to the gym. Like
Hey,
the
I don't make
only
assumptions.
exercise I do is taekwondo, like going to the class. That's the only exercise I do. I don't go, which is really bad if you think about it, right? Because it's like, but also I don't do sparring. I only do kumse, unfortunately. So I don't feel like the need to go to the gym.
You tried
But
sparring once, right? In a
yeah,
tournament.
and then no, that was Angie, and then she got traumatized by.
Well, that I know Angie went and when she was traumatized, but
No,
thought I saw you.
I
Oh no, it was
never
a belt
sparred.
test. It was a belt test.
I
Never
never,
mind.
yeah, it was a belt test, and I think I've sparred like I'd like touched sport before, and then but this was in class, and I touched sport against. I'm not gonna name drop. I feel bad if I name drop her, but I mean she didn't do it with intention. She just accidentally like kicked my pinky,
Yeah.
and it low-key was dislocated, and I didn't realize it was dislocated because it just hurt a lot, but it felt like I was like maybe it's just like muscle ache, right?
Hmm.
If it's not a lot of muscle, but like muscle ache. But then like couple of months went by. I think it was just like the next semester. It was still hurting, and I felt it was weird. And so I was like I like to crack my hands a lot, like my knuckles.
Hmm.
It's like crack, crack, crack. And I cracked the pinky, and I think it kind of
Uh,
made like a louder crack. And I was
yeah.
like, oh, it doesn't hurt anymore. And I was like, and I was like, oh, so it was dislocated. I didn't know because it wasn't like bruised or anything like that. It just felt funky.
Hmm.
But also another way of stress is low-key taekwondo in a way. That's why I take taekwondo. Like,
Uh,
I mean, if you think about it, right? You're going like as an archie, you get stress every single day of like the semester, regardless. Like you don't like your mind is never off from like, oh, what do I do about the designs? And like hopefully like you stress over the stupidest of things, like, oh my god, wait, shit, I need to decorate my sections, I need to put people, I need to put plants in my drawings. You get stressed over that simple things. Like it's insane. But for me to handle and that's like mid stress, like you could say like that's like the medium level of stress. And like for me to deal with it is like do taekwondo and work at the cafe. Like I love making drinks. I would make crazy drinks. Unfortunately, you never went to the cafe, so I didn't make you any of those crazy
I
drinks.
went to the cafe. What do you mean? Wait, are you still
Yeah,
at
but
Green
you only
Dragon or
yeah,
the
I'm still
new?
fine. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
what,
yeah.
I went to. What are you talking about? I went to Green
Yeah,
Dragon.
but you only wanted a hot americano. That's basic. Like, wait.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a basic person.
Oh my god. Wait, no, it's so fun working there because it's like I mean like we have the menu, right? We have the basic menu, but like if you have special requests, you can make the craziest of things. I think I've made like a frappuccino with chocolate and banana. So it's a chocolate banana frappuccino.
Hmm.
It was so good.
I'll have to get it the next time I come back, which might be
Yo,
Sammy's.
I might not work there actually.
Why?
Cause like I just don't know any person there. Like, do you remember Jessica Kim? Kyoke?
Oh yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, like she worked there, right, in Green Dragon, but I felt like how detached she was to everyone else because like she had like a whole semester abroad and then she came back. And then the thing is like they keep hiring like new like students, and it's always like second years, third years, or freshmen. And so it's like I'm gonna be a fifth year. I don't know any of these people. Why am I here?
What's wrong
It's
with
weird.
what's wrong with getting to know them? I don't know.
Like getting to know them, but I also heard like really bad stuff. Like no offense, but like I heard that apparently they just don't want to work and they don't want to learn how to work. And I was like,
Um,
yo, I cannot. Like remember that one time when you texted me when I was like super stressed and
that's
I was like
many times,
that and
but many times. That's like almost all the times, but okay.
there was this one time where you texted me and then like we went to see like a dog and a cat of your friends. And that day specifically, I was working a 2-hour shift, but the thing is, it was like with like two other people, and it's a
Mhm,
midday shift. And so midday shifts are usually very, very crowded. And there's a lot of like rushes, right? And so there'll be just like long lines of people ordering. Two of my colleagues, after 5 minutes, they were gone because there was like this sale going on and they wanted to sell their clothes and whatnot. So they left me alone. And I was like,
mhm.
at least find a cover. But they didn't find a cover. And so I was working one man. I was pulling up a one-man show for like, I don't know how many rushes. I don't remember how many rushes I did that day because there was so many. And like the thing is, I think I took like, this was like a cover shift. Like, I don't think this was my normal shift. And so I was like really like it was so overwhelming, and they just never came back, nor they had they ever like apologized for it.
Wait, but like, isn't there a manager on site?
There
Like
was
Brad?
an adult supervisor. No, Bradley's not there because
Oh, his
like
equivalent role.
yeah, but adult supervisor. She was there, but also like she didn't do anything. She just saw me. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Haha, yeah, no, thank
The
you for
hell?
feeling sorry for
Just gotta get Brad back, but
Bro, no, yeah, well, yes, but like, yeah, it's like it's kind of different, but yeah, yeah, it was really bad because I had to like you know how like in cafe, like you have to take orders, you make the drink, but you
yeah,
also have to wash the utensils that you use,
yeah, I would hope.
and I had to do that all alone.
But
And the thing is,
the
people,
adults wait, so like my main thing is like in a well-managed establishment, and of course this is not
mm,
it. The adult supervisor didn't even try to contact other people that were free. Like,
the thing is, right? I felt like you see, this is one of the reasons why I don't really like Green Dragon Community as much. Is like no offense, but like I felt that recently it's been mainly like friend nepotism. Like simply
uh,
just friend nepotism. And like so like at that time two of my colleagues they were besties. And clearly like they just went off on their own. And the thing is it's so funny because they were actually covers. They were actually people that was not their normal shifts and so there was actually cover shifts. But like they just disappeared and like with like no notice. And like the thing is we have a group chat. Like we have like a Slack channel of like, hey, can anyone cover for me? Well, and so simply put, right, if you wanted to go outside, then don't take the cover because you're also getting paid for doing nothing. What the fuck? But the thing is, like, honestly, I could care less about pay at this point. It's just like, at that point, sorry. But like, it's just the fact that like, you just had no decency of like feeling bad for the other person who has to go through like rushes and everything, and you don't even bother apologizing even after disappearing for a while. Like, and the thing is, it's like some like they would like there's this one girl who would occasionally come back and forth, and like she would always ask me like, "Hey, is it okay if I leave for a bit?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, that's fine." And this coincidentally were at times where there were no rushes, and when she leaves, rushes will start coming. And I was like, and
uh,
the thing is, she would leave for like 15 to 30 minutes plus, and like it's bro, kill me. And like, but like, I think they saw that I was struggling, like the customers. And so they weren't complaining. They weren't saying anything. They were just patiently waiting. And I was like, thank you, because if you were being bitches to me, I would throw this fucking hot ass espresso on your face. Also, there was this one time, it was very, like, we have just like very shitty customers sometimes. There was this group of girls and they ordered like 7 drinks. And I was like, what the-" And they were all different, by the way. They were all different. And I was like, the thing is, it was so crowded. And so we don't usually write names like that, but like we write like the order name. Like for example, like if you ordered a cappuccino or a latte and those kind of things. And if you order like an oat latte, it's going to be a little bit more specific of a name, but like yeah. And then we will give them out, but sometimes we would always shout out what drinks we're giving them.
Okay.
And these group of girls, they were standing in front of the tray where the drinks were and where we placed them, and then we shout out. And so I was basically like I wasn't making the drinks, but basically I was like passing them around and stuff because I was like working on the other end. And like, no, I was interchangeably like working with my other coworker who was producing drinks and I'm like giving it out, and or we would switch over and stuff. And like, I would you say that I have a loud voice per se?
No.
No. Okay.
Well,
Well, and imagine that I was screaming my Kia and how I usually do in Pumse, but in Green Dragon and
okay.
drinks names. And I was shouting, and the things they were right in front of me. Like I was just like literally like not even like 6 feet away. They
Okay.
were in front of me. I was shouting. They didn't take any of the drinks, and I was like, I know you ordered the drinks, but why are you not grabbing them? And then of course someone else took it, and then they came up to me and they're like, oh, like we ordered an latte, actually 3 of them, and we're missing all of them. And I was like, you bitches were busy fucking yapping of God knows fucking what, and I was shouting in front of you. I was less than 6 feet away from you, and you clearly you have hearing problems. Like, what the fuck? Are you deaf? Like, genuinely, are you deaf? Like, okay, yeah, that shit like actually got me. And at that point, I was like, nah. After that, I went to the back. I grabbed the sushi, the most expensive sushi in Green Dragon. I grabbed it. I took it to the back, and I just ate in silence. Like,
I can
genuinely,
see.
when I like genuinely that pissed me
Yeah,
off so hard. I was like,
yeah, I can see why you don't wanna work there anymore.
I mean, like, I mean, like it's fun in the part of it where I always like. I feel like making new drinks for me. It's really fun. Like trying out different recipes and stuff. Not crazy ones, so you will never see me do crazy recipes. Just like fun ones. Um, but like the stress of working with like the moment you work with someone who's like not really committed to work or doesn't have like that sense of responsibility to want to work properly. Logi would piss you off in a very in an industry where it's like basically service and like you need to like have a sense of responsibility of like what at least like you applied for, like you got this job for a
Yeah,
reason, like be responsible for like what you're supposed to do and whatnot. And
I
it's as simple as that. And like it's also like even if like let's say you're dumb, let's say you're an idiot, let's say you're slow. Sorry, at this point I'm like pissed off. Let's say you're like slow as hell. That's fine. If you showed the passion of just wanting to work, that's okay for me. Like I appreciate that. It's just the fact that like some people can be so fucking ignorant and just like so like like give a fuck about it. It's like, why are you here? Why are you working?
well, I mean,
Just leave. Because genuinely there was more, I can count more times of people just yapping in the back instead of actually working, and I have to pick up after all their shits. And it's like,
yeah, you'd be
that's why I
surprised
don't
how much,
I mean it
like,
happens
people don't care.
often, right?
Yeah.
Like it really happens often. Like, and you see this everywhere. And like, don't get me wrong, I see this in architecture too. It's been getting better, but I still see it in architecture too, which is insane because it's also like, architecture is a very time consuming work process. And it's like you don't have to be super creative. You don't have to be like super like smart at what you do, but you just gotta commit into it. Like you gotta have to have like you have to like commit a good amount of chunk of your time in order to get things done. Like as long as you keep pushing for that, that's fine. But like sometimes people can piss you off in work settings and group settings, and genuinely, like I don't even want to get started. But because that's like another another long story. Genuinely, if I talk about it, I will get so pissed off. Because genuinely,
Let's hold that for another. Let's hold that for another day.
no,
Um,
for another day, for another.
oh
Unfortunately,
my goodness. Well, at least at the very least, you're out of that space. Like a
no,
quarter way
she's
of.
here. No,
Huh?
she's here. That
That same
bitch
person?
who I worked in, yeah, and I worked in the same group.
Well, do you
She's
have to interact
here.
with her?
No,
Yeah. So then I don't know. Just focus on.
but I still see her, and I don't want to see her. I hate her existence, genuinely. And I don't hate on people, okay? I don't. I'm not a hateful person. I genuinely hate this bitch
Oh my goodness.
because she's so entitled, and I'm like, you have the shittiest work I've ever seen in my life, and you're like a third year, or I guess now you're a fourth year. But goddamn, you're so fucking entitled, Jim.
Not to
Sorry.
like ruin the mood even more, but I'm sorry. You're gonna see a lot of those in the workplace.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You know what's crazy? Also, I'm just gonna cut this very short because I want to go to sleep. Um, I've been saying that, but I haven't been cutting it short. My bad.
I
Um,
also have to cut it off soon, unfortunately. But let's
okay.
wrap this up.
Yeah, there was this one time, and like this was me, my first internship. I was working in Jakarta. This
Hmm.
other manager that was not my supervisor, he came up to me because I was speaking Indonesia. Context: I grew up in Indonesia for my whole life. I
Okay.
wasn't born there, but I grew up in Indonesia for my whole life. I can speak the language. That's my first language. I speak Bahasa Indonesia. This manager comes up to me and I introduced myself. I was like, hey, I'm from this city. I'm from Indonesia. And I'm only speaking English, but I can speak in Bahasa. Don't worry. I understand what you're saying also. This this one manager guy, old dude, he's not even from Jakarta. He's from another city. Like, what the fuck? He came up to me and he's like, why are you speaking Indonesian? Why won't you speak in English? And I was like, wait, am I getting microaggression in my home country? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a
Like,
little
I know
odd.
this is not like anything crazy, but also like, yo, I'm Indonesian. My nationality is Indonesian. I have an Indonesian passport. I'm an Indonesian citizen. What do you mean? Why am I speaking Indonesian? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
Nah,
I don't know.
nah.
People are crazy.
People are weird. He was weird.
People need to be
He's
more
so weird.
self-aware.
That's what I'm saying. And he's like, oh, I can tell you're not from Jakarta. And I'm like, no shit, buddy. What the fuck? I never said I was from Jakarta. What the fuck? Anyways,
Oh,
anyways. Sorry. I felt like I was mainly ranting about my struggles and my
oh no,
experiences.
no.
And
I think there's some good insights there, some laughs. Also, this is a entirely this is again, this is supposed to be a test podcast, but then
I,
just got into discussions
I
about
mean,
whatever, which is fun.
I mean, we could think about it as a catch up session.
Okay. And I don't
Yeah.
know how like I'm still keeping an eye on the viewership count. Not that it's very much, but
Alright.
there's been two
Why?
people sticking around for a while.
Wow.
I don't
Thank
know
you
who
for
they are, but
listening,
I'm
guys.
curious. But maybe I'll
And
never know.
hey, who knows? Who
Well,
knows? They might become Kanju fans from this day onwards.
I think I mean they're already Candry fans. Who isn't
Yeah.
Candry fans? Apparently,
Very, very.
one one person said I have deep charisma. I don't know how true that is, but probably not very true. my friend, my friend said, "It's me, you don't." So technically, you have one
Damn, that's
person, but
crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Hey, one person is a viewer regardless.
I really hope the other person's Jason. I miss
Yo, what
Jason.
if he left?
Huh?
What if he left?
I'd be
He
upset.
just came and just left.
I'd be upset, but Jason has many important things to do, so I'm not surprised.
I see, I see.
All right.
Well,
Well, I actually have to
alright.
go for now, and then I
Yeah,
might have to
same.
actually start recording one of the first topics.
Let's go. Yeah, don't
I'll
make a
figure out.
script. Just
I'm
go
going
off
off
of
from it.
like a topic.
Going off from it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All right. I'm gonna head
yeah.
out, but
All right. Thank
this
you
was
so
fun.
much. This was fun. Thanks for inviting me.
Yep.
I guess it
Thanks for
wasn't
having
an
me.
invite, but yeah, yeah, no. All right. I will talk to you soon then.
Yep.
Bye.